What do you call it when a golfer comes so close to hitting the ball?
What do you call
like
it,
a bunch
Nick?
of times. You call that a golf tease.
Hey.
Welcome to EyerusCast, everybody. The show where we talk about video games and you listen to us talking about video games. I'm Nick.
I'm Neil.
We're actually physically in the same room this
we are.
time, so I can
touch him
touch
like
his
this.
little fucking dick.
Don't
Give me I want it. How are you, Neil? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little bit stressed, but I'll be fine.
Be fine. Stressed about what? What do you got
Stressed
going on in your
about
life? You're a teenage
exams.
boy.
I'm
What could
not-
you possibly be stressed?
I'm
You're
an
only
adult.
9 years old. What could you be stressed about?
Like most people, finals. I'm at the finals, but that's about it. I made some time to do the EyerusCast so that we can
thank you
talk
very
about
much,
video
Neil.
games. You're welcome. I
You
did
know
it
what?
just for you.
Well, don't do it for me. Do it things for yourself. You're your own man. Zelda footage.
Zelda footage.
The new Zelda looks amazing.
Now,
There was like a new trailer
I was
that came out,
really
right?
hype about this one.
You
When
were.
they showed it in E3, I was just losing my mind because it's like I never really liked Zelda games all that much. I really
Not
loved
into
all
it.
the
It's not
2D
your
ones.
thing. Not your thing.
I really loved all the 2D ones like Link's Awakening and Link to the Past. I love
And
both
the new
of those
one,
games.
Link Between
Yeah,
Worlds?
actually I didn't play that one, but I'm heard
That
it's just like a
game's-
Link to the Past, so I
It's
like
fucking
that.
amazing.
Um,
Better than Link to the Past.
but like when I heard that they're actually doing something completely new and
Yeah.
reworking the series, that sounds cool.
yeah, because for how many years have they just
Yeah,
released?
just Ocarina of Time expansion pack.
Yeah, exactly. HD remix.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a huge open world. They're
Yeah.
claiming it's like when you see the trailer, just how all the mountain ranges
Yeah.
and stuff. They said you could travel to all of that, which has to be
Which
like
is
a little.
crazy.
It has to be every time somebody says something about open world like that. I'm
Yeah.
just like, it can't be.
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
there's no way. It's just sometimes
like,
it's
No
just
Man's
impossible.
Sky
but
is sort of like that for me. Like I saw the trailer and I was like, whoa, but then I have so many doubts in my mind.
exactly.
That
Like,
it's
how
not
could they
gonna be
actually
that.
do that? But I mean, if they pull it off, it'll be fantastic. Because there's
It's Skyrim but Zelda.
it's Zelda Skyrim, and they're going. They said they want to go back to the whole origin of Zelda. Is right when Miyamoto said
Yeah.
it's because he was playing in caves and kids and
Yeah, yeah.
exploration discovery. And if they go back to all that, it would be fantastic. Because I would love to just go around in this huge open world Zelda
Yeah.
place and then just stumble upon a dungeon. You know, instead of having like some old witch tell me like you must go to the cave to collect
Yeah.
the red gem. If I just like stumbled upon it myself, I'd be like, yo,
And
it's
supposedly
fucking
it's
awesome.
not going to just be dungeons too. It's going to be like just a little cave where you can get one item. I don't know if that's going to be randomly generated, but that would be cool as fuck. But I'm sure it won't.
Also, when they were showing off the trailer, it's coming out when next year, right?
Yeah, like June
Like
2015.
yeah,
I think.
kind of early, like middle of the year.
That sounds that
it
seems
didn't
like
look
really early.
It seems really
Yeah.
early, and it didn't look very close to being
No.
finished. Like it
literally, the only thing they were showing off were the open world and opponents.
plus, like there was a lot of frame rate issues. I don't know if
Yeah.
that was just because of the video.
well, that's sort of a
but-
thing that they fix at the end. you
That's
know?
what I mean. But
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It's like they're not close. We heard about this when
Yeah,
E3
like
was
you
what?
see Smash Bros at E3, and what was that, like 2 years
Yeah,
before
exactly.
it came out, and you were like, "Wow, that looks."
It looks
fucking
ready to go. I was like,
finished.
give it to me now, please. But this game looks like they have a lot to go on, which I hope they get it.
They're sort of vague with it though, and
Yeah.
I don't really know what to think. And discussing it right now is mostly just us being, "What if it was this? What
Yeah,
if it was
exactly.
that?"
This is like
This
this is
seems
our
cool.
wish list for what we want the Zelda to be.
But
pretty
like
much.
once we see more footage about it, I think we'll have more to talk about.
I
and
want
we'll
to see the
have something
dungeons
to go
because
on.
the dungeons in Link Between Worlds were so good.
Yeah, people said the dungeons and the bosses
they were
the
so
best
good.
ever
Like they
since,
were.
yeah.
I was blown away by how.
A lot of people said that was like the best Zelda game in years. too.
It's been a
Yeah.
really long time since there's been a
a
Skyward
lot of
Sword.
people-
That's the whole big
You know what, like-
controversy with Skyward Sword.
I don't
but
know. Let's not get into that.
Let's not get into
'cause-
Skyward Sword, but it's okay. It's good if you like Zelda. Also, they said at the end, they like snuck it in. Star Fox is coming out. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah, yeah.
released before Zelda. It's coming out
Supposedly-
before the next Zelda, and I was like, what? Like,
Miyamoto
I just
also
totally
said
forgot
that it's
about
not
it.
just going to be like Star Fox
Yeah.
64 again.
2.
It's going to be
Star
like
Fox 642.
it's going to be like totally innovative
Yeah.
and new. Hopefully, it's not Star Fox Adventures again. but-
Hopefully it is. It's dinosaurs. I like
Krazoa
Krazoa Palace. Dude, you know what would be cool is if it was like open world, like Zelda would be, like an open world.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever played Star Wars
Star Wheels.
Star Wars Battlefront? It was like the FPS Battlefront game.
I've heard of it. I've never
They
played.
had this like ship segment that was really cool, and it was like. It always reminded me of Star Fox because you'd like get to choose your ship at the beginning and you start in the hangar.
Sort of like Billy
like-
the Wizard.
No, never. Shut your fucking mouth about Billy the goddamn wizard. But yeah, I hope they do it right, because Nintendo's been in people's bad books recently for certain things.
They've sort of been like bringing it up though with
They've been
fucking
bringing it up,
Pokemon and Smash and
they really
Mario
Smash,
Kart
and everybody's like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's like
you're back, Nintendo.
You're better. Supposedly they're working on their next console as well. Eh?
They are. I heard.
Yeah.
I didn't.
There's
like,
nothing
read
really
the
to
article.
go on
They
that.
didn't-
That's
yeah.
why I didn't put it as a discussion point. But
It was just like Miyamoto, like
yeah, they're just like, yeah, we're working on the next one. Like,
nonchalantly.
I feel like that's pretty
too
good.
early.
No, because I don't think they're gonna release it.
No. Yeah,
time
yeah.
soon. But it's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
that they're thinking about what the next generation is gonna be.
And I wonder if they're going to stick. How many years have they been doing the family-friendly thing? They started with Wii. Was it before Wii? GameCube was.
They've
More
pretty much
like-
been doing it like
I guess through their whole thing.
through the whole thing. I mean, like
You know what the reason
back
people...
in the NES days, it wasn't like fucking Miyamoto coming in every commercial and being like, "Buy Monster Party," but fuck, like they didn't really have that much advertising, that kind of stuff, like family-friendly entertainment. In,
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
Super Nintendo
Well, because it
and-
was a different era back then, I guess, right? Well,
you didn't
speaking
show
of
like a whole family playing it because that didn't exist.
because that didn't
It was
exist.
two
Yeah,
guys
exactly.
playing it. Like
But
it is
speaking
now.
of advertising, that's one of my points. Look at that segue. How
Wow,
beautiful
wow.
was that? Wah, 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 wee, wee, wah. Advertising in video games has gotten so shitty.
Oh my god.
It's just like,
When was it ever good?
it's true, but this is what I'm talking about. There used to be like big campaigns for things, like Sony versus Nintendo. Like, and
Yeah.
you could tune in, and they would like literally just be like, Nintendo
Genesis
sucks my
does.
fucking dick. Like,
What Nintendo?
exactly. And now, and there used to be like whole campaigns for commercials that would like be a story almost. Now
Yeah.
it's just like they're all the same. It's all like, it's like a trailer for a movie now instead of like
Yeah.
a commercial for a video game. Like they've combined them, and I wish they could go back to where it was like
I don't like how all trailers today as well are just like a cutscene sort of.
Yeah,
like it's not gameplay footage. Like
Yeah,
they always
it's-
just show that.
yeah.
My dad is always like, whenever he sees a commercial like that, but he's like, well, that's not what the game looks like.
Yeah,
And I'm like, yeah,
I
and
know.
obviously, and he's like, well, why don't they show what the game looks like? It's like,
'Cause
yeah,
then-
why don't they do that?
because then it doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
Right. When you can show like
If you show what the concept is.
yeah, exactly. Or it's like Blizzard. They put how expensive would it be to make those Blizzard commercials, those huge CGI rendered things?
Those
like
are amazing.
Those
though.
are so
fucking
good.
Cool.
They must be so expensive to make. Like,
Yeah.
how much is like a second of footage for that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be ridiculous.
At least put effort into it like they did. Like, do something creative that puts you into the lore rather than just being like, this is what the game should have looked like.
Yeah. God, MMO commercials. I'm always so interested right until the very end when they're like, "This is an MMO," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. I don't know.
I could have had fun with that
I'm not
game.
the poster boy for any kind of like RPGs or
MMO,
MMO
yeah.
or anything
Except
like
for
that.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. I don't really count that as an RPG.
But
I
it
don't know-
is,
I don't know.
though.
It is an RPG, obviously, because it has all RPG
It's a
elements.
role-playing game.
You're a role-playing lame faggot.
Wow, that's the end. just fucking walk away. Drop
But, like,
the mic.
Yeah, it's definitely an RPG. It's just like, it's so
I get what
common
you're
that
saying.
everybody likes it
Yeah, yeah. I get
that
what
it's
you're saying,
just
It's
accepted.
different enough to not
It's like
be...
Minecraft. You don't put that on the list as like a PC gamer because everybody fucking plays Minecraft.
Yeah, I guess. It's for all ages. 18 and up, though.
A lot of kids are playing that too. Oh, that's a good segue to what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, look at that. We're so fucking
Lego
good.
Minecraft
Oh,
is
beautiful.
one of the top selling toys this year. In fact, it's pretty much sold out everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Toys R Us, there's like 2 boxes if you're lucky. That's how sold out it was.
Think about it, though. What do kids fucking love?
Minecraft
Kids love Minecraft.
and Legos.
Kids fucking love Legos.
And I mean, like, building something in physical reality that you would do in a game is a really cool idea. Like, imagine fucking being able to create like a Mario
Yeah.
stage in like physical reality. Like, you can place everything that you
Yeah,
want.
see, that's the difference. If you have Lego Skyrim, it's like, oh, look, I built a mountain or
Yeah.
something. Like, it's not the same, you know what I mean? Like,
But
if it
Minecraft
comes
is literally the game
it's
itself.
yeah, you're just, it's like,
but
you're,
in
it's like you
physical
bought a
world.
board game
Yeah.
or something. Like, it's this,
The first time it came out, I was always just like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean
Look at this.
Lego Minecraft?
look at this fucking cash in. Like,
Yeah. And then,
But-
like, I'm pretty sure, wasn't that, like, it was, like, a voted thing, where it was, like, pit against other things? And
Oh,
then,
for,
the
like,
highest
different
voted-
types of
yeah,
Legos?
the first time that it came out, and I think it came out, and it sold so well, that they're like, we gotta make more
you know,
of
this
these.
is, let's
And
make
then they
some more
just, like-
money together.
Yeah.
Mo Yang.
So now they got, like, the End set, the Nether set,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like, just grassland set, and different biomes and shit. Like, holy crap. People, like, I like Legos. I always loved them. Bionicles, fucking love that shit.
Bionicles are coming back. They're making a comeback, baby.
Oh, making a comeback.
Baby.
That's not a good topic for this, but, and like, I can see how people would like it because I fucking love Minecraft. But I would probably like Minecraft Legos, to be honest.
Dude, it's just playing Minecraft. Like that's all you're doing. You're playing Minecraft in real life. You didn't watch Capcom Cup, did you? That's like the big.
No, I did not.
Recently, it's for Street Fighter only. Capcom puts on this once a year event where it's.
Why is it called Capcom Cup? It's only Street Fighter. Why isn't it Street Fighter Cup?
I hope that you choke on that Pepsi you're drinking right now, Neil. I can see that because you're in real life. It just materializes into a physical being. Oh,
nice. Okay, move on.
So. Momochi from Japan came. It's a big event. It's not as big as
Momochi
Evo.
A guy? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there was any women that entered. I could be wrong. I don't really know. But so it's Capcom puts out this big event. It's not as big as Evo. That's the thing I want to get across. So it's not like the end. Evo's the end all be all. Like if you win Evo, you're like a god. Like so Capcom Cup.
That's the fucking Olympics.
Exactly. So Capcom Cup comes around, and they usually get people from all over because it's still a big deal, right? If you win the Capcom Cup, it's like a Capcom Cup. It's really hard to say right. I'm really struggling with that.
CCC.
Oh, it's a dog.
Dogs barking. Sorry, just
dogs barking, and my yarks are So it was a big deal. Momochi from Japan came down. He won the whole thing. Congratulations to Momochi. The top two was a Gen versus a Ken, which is not only fun to say.
A Gen versus a Ken.
Gen versus Ken, but it's also like two mid-tier characters. Like it wasn't like an OP character, which was really cool to see. And it was Momochi does stuff with Ken that just like blows your mind. Like
that's amazing.
He knows so many things about the character, and it's just so proof to say in any fighting game. I always say this: you don't always have to like picking the top tier is fine. But it doesn't mean you're going to automatically win. Like, you can still...
Unless it's Brawl.
Unless it's Brawl, then you just pick Diddy Kong or Meta Knight.
And there you go, you win.
Fucking Brawl. Oh, Diddy Kong wasn't even good in Brawl, was he?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't. I stayed... I don't think I've ever seen a competitive match of Brawl.
No, you don't.
They just don't exist. So anyway, what I want to get across is... Remember how we were talking about Street Fighter V is... PlayStation only. It's an exclusive for PlayStation.
Yeah.
So at the end of Capcom Cup, Momochi wins. It's all like a big hooray. Here's your... They brought him out the big check or whatever. It's $30,000. Oh, no. I don't think he won that. Yeah, I think maybe he did win $30,000.
$30,000?
You win a lot of money. No. I think that was the prize pool of the whole thing. Was
okay.
So he won. They brought out his big check. There was confetti everywhere. Everyone was like, hooray! And then... Yoshioni, is that the guy's name? He's like the PR rep for Capcom for Street Fighter. He's the greatest man you've ever seen. He's got a huge, thick Japanese accent, but he still speaks in English because he tries, and you're just like, bless this man's heart.
So he's like the Miyamoto.
He's like, but when he comes out, and he's like, he's like, thank you for playing a Street Fighter, and he's like the best, and everybody loves him. And so he comes out and he starts telling everybody about like how excited he is for next year's Capcom Cup, and he's like, got big things for you. And he's like, because of the partnership with PlayStation and Sony, next year's Capcom Cup is going to have a $500,000 prize pool.
Holy!
So to go from like $30,000 to $500,000, just because
half of $1 million.
That's half $1 million, and so everybody's like losing their shit, and like Capcom Cup is now going to be like Evo or Capcom Cup, like you know what I mean? Like if you
now they're sponsored by fucking Sony.
And think of that's going to only get bigger and bigger every year. Like once, because fighting games aren't the most esports thing right now. You know, like there's League of Legends, Dota. A lot of PC games are bigger into like the quote unquote esports that like fill actual stadiums, like Olympic stadiums and stuff. But just think about
League of Legends, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, fucking League of Legends, Christ. But now that they're getting sponsored by Sony, like they're the Capcom Cup, so Capcom's noticing them now. Like they're slowly getting bigger and bigger.
We said it like last podcast is that this is the thing that's going to push Sony above the limit.
Oh, for sure. Like,
absolutely.
Oh my god.
Xbox One versus PS4.
There's no
PS4's got fucking Capcom.
PS4 wins.
Like imagine if they came out with a new Mega Man game and it was only on PS4. That'd be ridiculous.
Anytime there's an exclusive like that, and it's like Street Fighter's huge. Like I can't get the point across enough. Especially when you have a competitive game. Like think about like if League of Legends next year was like Xbox One exclusive. Like I know that doesn't work because it's PC or whatever, but just imagine that. Like imagine every
that
World's Finals
crazy.
And stuff. Like it's
people would fucking be so mad.
Well, but speaking of which, this is really Smite. You know Smite?
Yeah,
They're on Xbox now.
Are they?
Yeah, because it's like and
not not solely though, right?
No,
Okay,
not solely. It's just it's on Xbox as well. I think it's like Minecraft where it's a couple patches back, so it's a very casual experience.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah.
the fuck was that? We're haunted. But when I thought about it, I was like, a fucking MOBA on console.
Yeah.
But then now that I think about it, it's just an FPS, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing. So it's
I can
cool
see,
that.
out of all MOBAs, Smite would
for sure.
absolutely be the one that would be
And it'd be
ported
fun
to
to play
consoles.
casual.
And that seems like a game that's like super easy to get into because the graphics are cool and it's sort of familiar because it's just a third-person game.
And
where
it's
you attack,
about
right?
gods and
Yeah.
pantheons and stuff. So
Who
you
doesn't love that shit?
I fucking love like Greek
It's
mythology
so
and Norse
cool.
mythology. It's so good. Fucking love it. What are we talking about? Oh, the big thing about Capcom Cup. So they released. They did say the news. Sony came out and everybody's like losing their minds. And then Oni's like, hold on. There's more, like in a fucking infomercial style thing.
Yeah.
And then they had a playable demo of Street Fighter V there.
Really?
Yeah, the first gameplay footage we've seen, and it is fucking gorgeous. It's so
like
cool.
it looks good, or
it
like
looks good. The mechanics look cool. It looks like they're going completely different from Street Fighter 4. Like they're not just rehashing the same thing. Like
How did I not hear about this?
I don't know. I didn't tell you because I wanted to save it for this. But
Okay.
there's like a lot of new gameplay mechanics. They're not just taking Street Fighter forward, updating graphics or whatever. Like they really are putting a lot of effort into it. It looks like they have like stage. You know, like how what's that? Injustice has like stage transitions and stuff.
Yeah.
If you knock out somebody at the end of the stage, it does like a stage transition, and then you have like a new stage.
That was
so
in the first trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not like in the middle of the fight, because that's what everybody was worried about. That it's like, you know, it's too like Injustice. Because some people like that, some people don't. They think it ruins it. Whatever. So
I never
only,
liked that.
I never liked it either. So it's fun that they just put it. It's only at the end if you knock someone out, like at the end, then it like your final punch will push them through the wall or something. So it's cool like
Break
that.
them through the wall, yeah.
And then another cool thing they had was it also looks a lot like Third Strike. I don't know if you've ever played Third Strike.
Yeah.
But the meter system is like completely like that. And not everybody has the same amount of meter.
Yeah.
So like Ryu is shorter than Chun-Li's or whatever, but
that's a good.
You know what I mean? Like it's cool.
Yeah.
So it becomes a lot more character specific. You know what I mean? Like you can't just pick up any character. Like if you know Ryu and play Ryu, you're gonna know how to manage his meter better and use his ultra bar and everything. So it's really cool. But
and that'll make a bigger difference in clone characters too.
well, that's what I mean. You know, Ken, for example, I think in Third Strike had more bar than I don't know. But anyway, it's a good point actually. But they had this really cool thing where, so they did the stage transition. They knocked someone out, and then look at that Pepsi. It's fucking sexy. So Ryu knocks out Chun-Li. It rhymed, dude. It doesn't really rhyme, but it sounds like it rhymes.
Keep going with Ryu.
So Ryu knocks out Chun-Li at the end of the stage, and they're fighting in like a restaurant, like an Asian restaurant, right? With like noodles and stuff everywhere. So fucking noodles. So he knocks her into the wall. A bowl of noodles falls on her head, and it's like like it's all comedy. But then she starts off the next round with the bowl of noodles on her head plays throughout the whole round with the noodles on her head.
That's hilarious.
It was like. Oh, it was just so funny that they just add. So you can tell they're putting in little details like that.
I love little details like that. That's why I love Fez.
They're putting in little things like that, and it's just like it was so great to see that.
Yeah.
It was like a comic relief because Street Fighter 4 was like a goofy game. When you would punch somebody, their face would go like wow, and like stretch out. So they're like keeping some of that while like retaining Third Strike elements. Like they're really putting a lot of thought into this, which is.
Yeah, when a fighting game doesn't have just like gratuitous blood and gore, it kind of is. Like ultimately comical.
Yeah, because it's just goofy
like,
people uppercutting. You know what I mean? Like
it's like in Grand Theft Auto, you see people flying through the air in like a comical fashion. You don't see them like bursting into two pieces as their children flies from their arm.
Like if you hit someone with a car, they don't just like die. They go like over a building.
Yeah.
Like, so that's
and
why
that's
I don't
just
get
sort of the physical comedy of it. It's fine.
Exactly. We played Don't Starve together. Came out December 15th, which has been how long? When did Don't Starve get released? A year or 2 years ago or something.
A year and
while
a half,
ago. The beta started a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
we played
day one,
pretty early,
day one, we were like, "Where's the multiplayer?"
Yeah.
Like, come on, this game needs to have multiplayer.
As soon as we were playing, we were just like, "Man, this would be so much better if like we could work together and do it."
Because it's hard to.
It's any game like that. Any game
like drawing parallels to Minecraft. Like, I don't want to say it's like Minecraft, but it kind of is. It's like a survival game. Yeah,
survival game.
Those are always more fun when you have a partner because then it feels more real when you're like with somebody else
and
you
can plan things out and stuff. And
like planning days and stuff is like my favorite. Like tomorrow we're gonna get set
when
goals.
I played Minecraft single player, I loved it so much, and I went to school and then the entire day I'm like, when am I gonna get home and play Minecraft?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do in my Minecraft world? And then I got home and did it, and then I played multiplayer, and I just loved it so much. It was fucking
I don't think I've
every night with that shit.
Yeah. I don't think I've actually ever played Minecraft single player.
It's so much better.
So much better with multiplayer, like having.
Because now you have like more of a reason to do something. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Is like, in any multiplayer game, like especially something like Don't Starve, I always have more of a passion and a drive to go do something when whoever's playing with me will come back and be like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Or like, oh my god, we already got that far.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can share in the experience rather than it just being yourself. But our experience of Don't Starve together, which
fucking
is a cool,
hard as shit.
It's really hard.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if we just suck. And we don't know the game, or
we just suck. But I mean, like if you can't pick up a game and you can't last like longer than you should, then it's just a hard game.
But okay, but here's the thing as well though. Is I was playing it like it was Minecraft. I was going after and trying to kill all the monsters. You know what I mean? Like I was like because in Minecraft I like troll around and just like try to kill as many things as I can.
But Minecraft, like you take damage. It's not a big deal. Like you just find food or you wait to regenerate. That's it. And like when it comes to Don't Starve, it's like every hit matters. You get hit with a spider and you're like, fuck. That's because like it takes so long for you to regenerate all your health.
Which is what I like. I like it way better because it depends. When you think about it, they're actually two really different games. Minecraft is like a goofy, comical one, and Don't Starve, even though it's like a video game and it's cartoony and stuff, it's like a real life. You know what I mean? Like it's way more real.
Things matter.
Things
like,
matter.
Hunger makes more sense because it actually serves a purpose identical to real world.
And it's really hard to not starve. It's really hard to not do the title of the game because it's food's so scarce and
like. I was doing exams and like I would study all day and the entire time just like, when am I gonna stop so I can play Don't Starve together? And then like I'd finish the day and then we'd start up a new server. Every night we started up a new server
because we'd always die from before. But we had the night before, good run.
We had the really good
run. It was the dream.
And like we just kept playing, and it's the fun. That's the fun thing about Don't Starve. Is there's a lot of trial and error. Like you die, and then you're like, okay, next time I'm gonna do
now
this.
I know this does this, and I can build this from this. And,
One thing about trial and error on that game that I really don't like though is enemies that sort of you can't really predict. Like Nick was chopping down a tree,
fucking tree,
and then the tree comes alive, which I've seen before in the game, so it isn't really a new thing, but. Most enemies, like, as long as you just keep running away from them,
if you leave their biome,
eventually they'll leave you alone. But this tree guy did not leave Nick alone.
He's relentless.
He went all the way back to our base, and I'm like, Nick, what's that? Is that a giant tree?
He's like stomping the yard on us.
And he's just like, he kills Nick, and then that's it. Like, you can't get away from it. You just have to kill it, but it's way too overpowered. But stuff like that just doesn't make sense.
Like, we had no armor, and it's not because we just didn't build it. Like, it was like day 2 or something. Like,
we didn't expect it, and we couldn't have prepared for it. That was the big thing. But besides that, that's the only flaw that I see in the game.
And then we just go to server settings and we just turn that tree fucker off.
That's a good thing about like a lot of settings is that you can just sort of tweak it to however you like. So any of your qualms.
Yeah, there's a lot of settings. I don't think I don't know if you looked at the settings, but there's a fuck ton of settings.
So if you don't like anything in the game, just look in the settings. You probably turn it off.
I haven't joined I wanted to join like a big server.
Yeah, I was like,
no, but because I don't know how big the servers can get. Like, what's the maximum number of people?
I don't know. The max I saw when I was looking at all the servers was like 10 or 7.
10? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would be all that big.
No, I couldn't imagine because...
What I can't wait is for PBG's Hardcore series of that. Because he hasn't announced it, but I know it's going to come out.
It's such a perfect fit.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit for it, because it's literally...
That's the game.
Yeah.
That's the whole game.
You just wouldn't make a Telltale Heart. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Which revives you, by the way.
And also takes away 40
Yeah. I died because I didn't know that. Yeah.
I fucking died to something.
Jumping
so Neil's like, don't worry about it.
I'll just get a Telltale Heart.
And this was the run that we were talking about that was like super good. It was like day 20 or something. We were loving life.
And I had like 20 health and I was slowly regenerating, and then I didn't realize that when you use the thing to respawn your fallen comrade, it takes away 50% of your health and gives it to the person who died. So
so we died and the run was over. That was it.
I love how we haven't really talked about the game. We just talked about our experiences.
Well, I mean, the game is the experience.
Yeah,
That's
really.
you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can go and be like...
I implore whoever's watching this to go download Don't Starve Together, get a friend, and play it with them. You can download it. You can download a 2-pack, and it's like...
Yeah, it's...
I think it's actually a deal to get the 2-pack.
Yeah, there's still I don't know if it's still going on.
I'm sure it would be. It's a fucking multiplayer.
No, because they don't... And
fuck
I'm also...
you.
Fuck you fucking idiot. I'm sure it is. But the multiplayer is also in beta. Keep that in mind. So they're going to be changing things, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But while it's in beta, you got a copy for your friend. So that was fun.
Yeah, so get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. Ooh, I can't even... My computer's melting.
Don't stop and don't burn.
Get a new cooling system. What else do you want to talk about? Talk about fucking Error 160 bullshit.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
So, what is it? 2 weekends ago or three?
A
couple weeks ago, Nia came over. This was like still when Smash was still new for us, and we're like, we love Smash Brothers so much.
So much.
We love
we're
it so
actually pretty good.
We're okay.
I'd like
we're
to
decent.
say. Yeah.
I say we're decent, especially Smash 4. We've been playing and getting good at Smash 4.
I'm shit at Melee because I've never really played it all that much. I might get back into it with Project M, but anyways.
But anyway, so we come over. We're all excited. We're like, dude, we're gonna play Smash Brothers for like 4 hours. We're gonna have the time of our lives.
A lot of people
gonna get Mountain Dew Doritos. Just chill.
But we went in the living room and there was like a bunch of people there and like we couldn't get it started because it was all busy, and then eventually by the end of the night
the room
it's like
cleared
9
out.
o'clock, the room cleared out. We're like, yes.
The whole time for like an hour or two we were just looking at each other like, when these people go, we're gonna Smash Brothers. We're gonna go.
We're gonna do it. So finally they all leave and we turn on Smash, and I pick Meta Knight and Nick picks Lucina because that's his main.
That was one of my good characters. Yeah. So we're like, this is the first match. We're ready. Yeah. And then so we click start. We go to choose a map, and I move the fucking control stick, like I touch it, and it goes, dang, error 160, fucking 333 or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's weird. Let's restart the console. Yeah. Let's go. He picks Meta Knight, I pick Lucina again.
Because we're like, we want to have this match.
Yeah,
right?
we're like, this is what we're doing. And then I move it. We go to click start. We're going to select the stage, and it goes, dang, error. And then now we're like, oh shit, oh fuck.
So Nick keeps trying to do it, and I look up at my phone like, what's this problem? And all the answers are like, you bricked your Wii. Yeah, it's not happening anymore. It's like, destroyed.
Like, I hope you don't want to play. Oh my god! And then so we're getting real like sad. Like we're sad and depressed and mad. Yeah. Like we don't know what kind of emotions we're holding.
We're like, we're waiting to play all day.
Like, all day we've been waiting for this. And now we can't. And now there's a dog. Oh.
So we're like, oh, this is it, and then we just stopped playing. We kept looking up answers. And
we go to bed. We're just like,
you're done.
Every single one was just like, well, you have to send in your Wii. It's bricked or whatever.
That. Yeah. $200 plus. It takes 9 years to get there.
Fuck it, because I don't think my Wii's under warranty anymore. My Wii U. So we go to bed. We're like pouting like we're little kids. Yeah. Like, you please, Smash Brothers. You're so mad.
I didn't even bring my 3DS, so we couldn't play 3DS.
I was playing Pokemon. I was playing Omega Ruby Sapphire.
Which I still haven't gotten through because I'm a fucking idiot.
Because you're a fucking idiot and you keep studying for school like a fucking idiot. So anyway, we're all upset. We're like, shit, that sucks. And then we wake up tomorrow. We're still kind of peeved about it. Neil's like, he looks at me and he goes, I'm sure one more time. Yeah.
So I go upstairs.
He goes, I'm like, Neil, it won't work. You're an idiot.
So
Fuck you.
I go upstairs and I go to play single player, and I'm like, all right, Meta Knight versus Duck Hunt.
Whatever.
Because I like practicing against Duck Hunt because I suck at him at online. So I start and I go, and then I go to stage select. No noise. No error. I'm like,
it's clean,
Nicholas,
baby.
I fixed it, and I call him up, and
I come rushing upstairs like a giddy kid on Christmas.
Look, it works. And then,
so we're like,
yes. And then we go to the character select. We select
Meta Knight
and Lucina because we want to have this matchup, right?
Just because that's the default one I go to. I'm just like, all right, I'm playing. I'm going to pick Lucina.
So it happens, and bam. Fucking error.
And now at this point, we're furious.
I'm so mad. And I'm like, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I was just
pick
playing
Duck Hunt Dog. Yeah. So Nick picks Duck Hunt Dog.
Nothing.
No error.
Free of charge.
And we're like, what the fuck's going on?
And then we try every other character. I can't choose Lucina, and I can't choose Charizard. Because it gives me a fucking error message.
Oh, when you can't choose Lucina, you can't choose Charizard.
At first, it was just Lucina and Charizard.
No, because we never tried Luigi and Lucario.
Lucario.
So Lucario, Luigi, Lucina, and
Charizard.
That's it.
I think that's it.
So
certain characters give me this error message, and now I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Not because
Lucina was one of Nick's mains.
But I can just play Marth. Yeah. Thank God for clones. Sakurai, please. Yeah. Everybody loves clones, and this is why.
Like I'm really glad the Meta Knight wasn't brick because I fucking.
But we were like upset because we were just so confused now. We're like, why does certain characters break our game? Like, it becomes... So we look online, and it's something to do with the update data, or the save data is corrupted, and they think it's because when you rage quit, when you turn off the console or turn off the game without going to the main menu.
Happened a lot.
Which happened a lot, because especially when I do online, I get salty.
Filled with salt.
The sodium levels in our bodies are ridiculous.
I got kidney stones galore.
But we get real salty, so especially when I'm playing online and some guys... Anyway, so I just turn off the console, so don't turn off your console.
Do not.
Go to the main menu and then, close out. Yeah. And
do a soft turn off.
Yes.
Not hard.
I was just browsing, I was perusing Reddit, as a gentleman does, and then on the front page of Smash Bros, there's like, I figured out how to fix it. And I'm like, sweet! I got all happy. And you had to there was a whole bunch of steps. It was you had to make a new profile.
Post a link below if the same error is happening to you.
Yeah, exactly. Because it might work for you. It didn't work for me. But for a lot of people, it did work. I was reading the comments. So you made a new profile, you started up the game, and now you have 2 different save datas of the game. So you delete the one that was supposedly corrupted. And
we forgot to mention that too. When we tried to delete the save data, because that was what was causing it.
Yes, the update data.
Yeah, the update data, the Wii would crash, and it would give us the error.
And it would give us the same error. So it was something to do with that file. That update, whatever's in that update file, it's like Satan itself. It's 666. That's how many megabytes it was.
I can understand why it would happen, just from corrupted data sort of way. Because if anything's corrupted, if you try to access it, man, that's it.
But you know what? I was reading more into it. It's not just Smash Brothers.
Really?
People have it with Scribblenauts, with every other with every other Wii U game. So it's something with the Wii. It's not with the game. It's with the Wii U itself. There's a hardware or software issue. Always go to the main menu and close it down. Don't just quit.
I've never ever had this with a Nintendo console or a handheld or anything like that, and I've been there since
day one, baby.
Since day one. I've had every single Nintendo console, but I don't know. I can't. I'm really, really, really hoping that they'll release an update to fix this. Or at least send some kind of notice that we acknowledge
we know. Yeah, exactly.
We're making
That's
it.
the problem.
If you're having the problem, send in your thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that would also cost them a lot of money.
So they're not gonna do that.
They're probably
fuck that shit. Game of the week last week was Captain Toad.
Yes, it was.
We should have played that today, but we didn't. We had an opportunity.
But I played Smash and opened Pokemon cards,
which was way better. But I played Captain Toad, had a blast. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Because I went into it not expecting some new innovative game that would change my mind. I was like, this is gonna be Captain Toad. Yeah. It's gonna be cutesy and
From what everybody said, though, they said it was actually a really good puzzle game.
It was really good. It was. Yeah. The puzzles, because of the way the game is, the puzzles are all sort of the same. You know what I mean? It's not like...
But it's not like Portal where every single level
you can have
totally
different mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It was cutesy. It was exactly what you'd expect. Yeah. It was a little pricey, I guess, but the cool thing was if you had Super Mario World, yeah, save footage.
Yeah, Super Mario
it unlocked a DLC or whatever.
Yeah,
they unlocked an extra part of the game.
Yeah, where you could walk through the original level.
Yeah, it was fun, and I like that they added that little thing in. But I would say if you have a Wii U, get Captain Toad because it's a nice relaxing game. You know what I mean? It's like you're just gonna sit down and play a couple levels of Captain Toad. Plus, it's a very fun game to complete 100% because it's not super stressful.
I watched the completionist episode and he said he probably shouldn't complete everything.
Really?
Because it gets sort of it's fun to collect the things
all the
are
gems,
easy, but to do the time trials and stuff is very
See, that stuff I didn't do. I did all the stuff through the levels, and there's so you have to collect 3 gems per level, and then there's an extra added bonus where don't let a shy guy see you or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Completing those are all because they're easy enough. That shy guy one pissed me off a little bit because sometimes it's just bullshit because they're walking like that. I'm like, what? Fuck you, Nintendo. But it's a fun game, and the enjoyment comes from completing it. Maybe not completing all the time trials, but at least completing the levels. You know what I mean?
If you like a game, why not try to complete it?
Exactly, and that's the whole point because it goes with the whole theme of Captain Toad where he wants to get all the gems and stuff. Fuck you.
Don't try to complete Pokemon.
It won't work. Fucking Nathan was like, I can finally complete the Pokedex now. I'm like, you're not gonna do it.
You're not.
It's impossible. You ass Ketchum. You can't do that shit. Ace Ketchum. All right, now what
game of the week this week?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't Starve Together. Came out this week. Game of the week.
Yeah.
Are we talking
No,
about
but we
games
already-
that were released this week, or our
No,
favorite
no,
game
like
this
no,
week?
just a game to play for next week to talk
Oh,
about.
game to play
Yeah.
for next week to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what interests me? On Steam, I saw this game called Wings of Vi.
Wings of Vi. Yes, I've heard.
which
I've
is
never.
like an
I haven't
action
seen
platformer.
gameplay.
I just watched like the trailer for it because I really wanted to play it. So I'm thinking,
Let's do
give
Wings
that
of
a
Vi.
try.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's a good
Wings
idea.
of Vi. So next week we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
Wings of Vi.
Next time we're gonna talk Wings of Vi, Captain Toad. Go ahead and buy it if you have the Wii U.
And a Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's good Christmas. Oh, this is our Christmas episode.
Oh,
Good
shit.
job. Good job.
Nick's even wearing a fucking Christmas
Oh,
sweater.
see, I am. You can see it. They can't. All right. Goodbye.
All right.
everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. See you next Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday night football. Don't watch football. Watch us instead, faggots.